Rahul Gandhi formally quits as party chief. Debacle. Senior Congress leaders go into the huddle. Now they are going to search for new Congress chief. Marginal hike in MSP for 14 Kharif crops. MSP. See, with respect to agricultural prices, you have a word called MSP, minimum support price. You have a word called MSP, minimum support price, and you should listen one thing here. The prices are recommended by CACP, Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices, and the recommendations given by CACP are not final, but CACP will recommend. And for 14 Kharif crops, for 14 Kharif crops, the MSP was increased. And next important article is about soon we can read Supreme Court judgments in our own language. Soon we can read Supreme Court judgments in our own language. Coming to today's editorial page, Hindu. We will discuss 2-3 important editorials today. Coming to today's editorial page, the Hindu. The editorial is power play. Power play. This is about Karnataka. The editorial power play is about Karnataka. In Karnataka, you all know, JDS, Janata Dal Secular, and Congress formed a coalition to form the government. Now, Congress MPs or Congress MLAs, now the Congress MLAs are going into BJP. So, in this scenario, the JDS and Congress might lose its majority, and this shows how BJP is consolidating its power not only in North India but also in South India. And if the situation continues, you already know in Telangana, even in Andhra, 4 TDP MPs, Rajya Sabha MPs went into BJP, joined in BJP. In Telangana, BJP won decent number of seats. In Karnataka, BJP had a now very good stake. And the remaining, even in Tamil Nadu, BJP trying to show its prowess. Slowly, even in South India, BJP is stepping its foot. And this shows that how it is trying hard to consolidate its power. Rest all is politics. What combination will work next in Karnataka is politics. But up to this is our interest. Next article is about hurdles, ideas and silver linings. Next article is about hurdles, ideas and silver linings. Tomorrow, as civil aspirant, you are going to see your first serious budget. Okay? The first budget presented by a female finance minister, Nirmala Sitharaman. And the most important thing before her, already budget is prepared and the documents are seized. Now, tomorrow she is going to announce. Let's see what are the hurdles before her, what are the opportunities before her. We have less GDP growth, around 7%, first thing. And some experts say it is overestimation also. First problem is GDP growth is almost very less. Second is consumption has slowed down. In India, consumption has slowed down. Next is monsoons are not fair, shortfall in monsoon. We have less rainfall, and also global trade wars. You all know that one country is imposing tariffs on other country, and between America and China, America and India, and Trump called India as a tariff king, and GSP was withdrawn. And credit market, there is no much credit flow freely. All these things are going to decide the future next 1 year, and all these things the finance ministry should keep in mind before delivering its budget for the next financial year, for the present financial year. This was the introduction given by the other. So GDP growth, trade wars, monsoons, credit flow, all these things are the important factors. Apart from that, you all know that she has become, Nirmala Sitharaman have become the finance minister less than 1 month back. And tax revenues, non-tax revenues also she should consider. And the thing is, we have a concept called fiscal deficit. It means how our expenditure is more than our income. The ideal fiscal deficit that was fixed according to FRBM Act is 3%. But already last year also we have crossed this limit. We have crossed this limit. When our expenditure is more than income, what will happen? We will go into debt. If the debts increase, what will happen? The money which we generate will be for debt servicing rather than for investments. So our FRBM target is, fiscal deficit target is 3%. Even there was a slippage last year itself. There was a slippage last year itself. So one important thing she should focus is fiscal discipline. Fiscal discipline in the sense how prudent she was, that is the ministry was, in containing the fiscal deficit. And one more thing, we are almost welfareistic country. Nowhere in the world you can find so many welfare schemes with so much of expenditure as you have seen in India. For example, the recent launch of PM Kisan, and they wanted to cover even the large scale farmers, all types of farmers in the PM Kisan. Even that is a very complex thing fiscally. Financially, it is not so easy. And you know the very famous scheme MG Narega, which is a serious fiscal burden. Though the scheme has a lot of benefits, it is not so easy to run such a large scale schemes. Food Security Act, MG Narega, PM Kisan, these are all the schemes which need a lot of money. Even that should be generated. Apart from that, you know that PM Kisan takes away 87,500 crores. 87,500 crores. And coming back, the real estate and construction. If you want to have good futuristic economic prudence, you need to develop long-term infrastructure projects so that the country will develop in the long term. But if you develop only consumer-based country, then it will be a problem. And coming back, if you see the other important things, various options in budget. Various options in budget. Whether we can take, whether the government should borrow, whether the government should allow to reduce the interest rates so that the people will have more money, or whether the government should make the country run in a smooth way by reducing taxes. So if we reduce tax, automatically the money in the hands will be more. Automatically the economy will also, it will be a stimulus. What type of stimulus she is going to give to the economy tomorrow, we have to wait and see. Whether she is going to push the growth or whether she is going to take the fiscal responsibility by following fiscal discipline. So all these things are going to be unfurled tomorrow. So this is the basic idea of the article, kindly go through this. And the other have discussed various issues like 5G auction, and last year we had 3.4% fiscal deficit, and how the government securities, whether the government bonds, that is government borrowing should be more or not, all these things that were discussed in the article. Coming to the next article, Mumbai marooned. See, in Mumbai, heavy rain and single day rain has killed 22 people in a wall collapse. The cities like Chennai, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Delhi, they should get ready for any eventuality, as there is no proper drainage, there is no proper water management, flood management, and also there is no proper disaster management in the cities. So they should have taken proper caution, because certain disasters can be avoided. Coming to the next article, the primacy of the elected. the primacy of the elected. This is very important. The primacy of the elected. This article is related to Puducherry. Puducherry. Okay. See, Delhi and Puducherry are union territories. Delhi is national capital territory. Okay. And you have state assembly and also lieutenant governor. You have state assembly and also lieutenant governor. Now the thing is, state assembly is elected body, lieutenant governor is an appointed body. Who have primacy over whom? Ever ఎక్కువ ever తక్కువ? Who have primacy over whom? This is a question. In that, the primacy of the elected. See, why should you have legislative assembly when lieutenant governor decides everything? Why should you have a legislative assembly when lieutenant governor decides everything? So there is a tough fight between Kiran Bedi and the chief minister. Kiran Bedi is the lieutenant governor. She wants that everything should go through her, and the government says we are elected body. Why every day-to-day affair should come to you? Why every day-to-day affair should come to you? If you read this article, try to understand. The return of BJP-led NDA government in 2019 in the 17th Lok Sabha raises a pertinent question about the future of federalism in India. Raises a pertinent question about the future of federalism in India. Why they have started this article federal? Why? See, the issue is between lieutenant governor and the legislature, that is the government of Puducherry. There is a legislature, there is a government. Then why they have started about federalism? Yesterday, when I am discussing about federalism, I told you the governor is neither directly appointed nor neither directly elected nor indirectly elected. The governor is neither directly elected nor indirectly elected. He will be a direct appointed body from the president. In the same way, lieutenant governor. That means the governors and lieutenant governors generally listen to the central government. Central government means the government, the ruling party which rules the center. And here the state. State is an elected. In state assembly is an elected body and state government exists. Then if governor controls each and everything, it's not governor's personal control. It is that the center will dictate certain terms to the governor. That means center is interfering in the affairs of the state. So excessive powers to the governor and lieutenant governor will lead to unitary form, not federal form. Okay, so we need to have autonomy to the states. That's the reason why the very strong government in the center, that is the BJP-led NDA government, is it good for federalism or not? So like that they have started the article. Try to understand. Like that they have started. And then, will a strong union government which does not require the support of regional parties be detrimental to the interest of the state? As you all know, BJP, the NDA, BJP had 303 seats. 303 seats. And 15 days back, when Y.S. Jagan went to Niti Aayog or some other meeting in Delhi, he told, if BJP would have got less number of seats, it would have asked regional parties to support BJP to form the government in the center. But now BJP formed without anybody's support. BJP do not require anyone's support. So for that reason, if a single party gets total seats, almost every seat in the Lok Sabha, then though we have regional parties, they don't ask for the support of regional parties. If they ask support, regional parties can put some demands. For example, if BJP would have been asked the YSRCP support of 22 MPs, then Jagan would have told special status to Andhra Pradesh. So even not only Jagan, Mamata Banerjee or DMK party, they would have asked something. So will it affect federalism? Will it affect regionalism? Will it affect regional political parties? In a way, yes. In a way, yes. Coming back again, While the Prime Minister has often invoked the need for cooperative federalism, while the Prime Minister has often invoked the need for cooperative federalism, the actions of his government in its first term sometimes went against the stated ideal. Sometimes went against the stated ideal. What do you mean by that? You all know Modi is the first chief minister, then he became prime minister. From the beginning, he was a strong advocate of the concept called cooperative federalism as emphasized by Glanville Austin. Glanville Austin said the federalism should act like a cooperative federalism and India is a cooperative federalism, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a votary for cooperative federalism. But on some occasions, as a Prime Minister, according to the article, he has not followed this principle. Okay, coming back again. Planning Commission was now gone. Now we have Niti Aayog. Niti Aayog follows bottom-up approach. Planning Commission is centralized, but Niti Aayog is meant to create a regionalism, means cooperative federalism, also addressing the needs of regional parties and regional issues, and also bottom-up approach, regional specific issues. Not only that, the government have given good powers to Finance Commission and listened to the Finance Commission many times, all these things. But the thing is, the post of governor in the recent past from last 4-5 years is also being misused as it has done during the tough prime ministers. Okay, like in the cases of Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh, Goa, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. In the last 5 years, these are the states, important states where the governor showed some bias. Okay, the governor showed some bias. 2-3 examples. In Karnataka, in the last elections, last state assembly elections in Karnataka, the governor first invited the BJP to show the majority. He made BJP personnel chief minister, but he was unable to prove the majority for the embarrassment of the governor. Then JDS and Congress formed the government. Similar thing, misuse of Article 356. There are 2 cases where the High Courts told different way, like in Uttarakhand and Arunachal Pradesh. In 2015 and 16, the governor imposed president's rule. So, in various cases, the governor tried to involve in state issues in a biased way. It was a public criticism. It was a public criticism. Here, governor's involvement means not personal involvement. Governor means agent of the central government. Governor evaru agent of the central government. Coming back. And the same thing, the issue of Lieutenant Governor versus Delhi government. In Delhi, Aam Aadmi Party versus Lieutenant Governor. Finally, Supreme Court told everything need not be sent through the governor. Governor can be informed, but for everything you need not take permission. For everything you need not take permission. In the same way, the Supreme Court is going to decide now what will happen between Lieutenant Governor and state government in Puducherry. Kiran Bedi got appointed as Lieutenant Governor for Puducherry in May 2016, and V. Narayanasamy is the Chief Minister. And all the time Chief Minister complains that the Lieutenant Governor is interfering in daily affairs of the government. Daily affairs of the government. And the Union government issued a clarification that Governor have that power, Lieutenant Governor have that power. But Madras High Court quashed the Union government's clarification and said that Lieutenant Governor should act with the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers. Not that Lieutenant Governor can act on her own discretion, but she should act on the aid and advice of the Chief Minister, Council of Ministers, and should not interfere in the day-to-day affairs. And on this judgment of Madras High Court, there was an appeal to the Supreme Court by the central government. Now Supreme Court is going to decide. So here you should know Article 239AA deals with Delhi, NCT of Delhi, and 239A deals with the creation of Legislative Assembly to Puducherry. You should know two articles. Article 239AA. See, Article 239AA, 239AB were added to the Constitution by 69th Amendment. 69th Constitutional Amendment. There are two provisions, 239AA, 239AB were added to the Constitution by 69th Amendment, and remember 239AA deals with Delhi, NCT of Delhi, and 239A deals with the creation of Legislative Assembly to Puducherry. And you have one more act called Union Territories Act 1963. Union Territories Act 1963. So initially you just remember like this. And one more important thing, in Delhi there are three subjects, there are three matters where the state legislative assembly and state government do not have rights: law and order, police and land. As Delhi is a national capital territory, various embassies and important central government organizations locate in Delhi. Police, law and order and land, these issues are not given to Delhi government, they were with the center. But in Puducherry such rule is not there. So this much you try to understand, and now let us wait for the Supreme Court judgment, constitutional bench, on who is more powerful, whether Kiran Bedi or Narayanaswamy. Let's wait and see. And Hindutva onward march in Kerala. Hindutva onward march in Kerala. This you read by yourself. Already I have explained you on this. A scheme for farmers that has not reached most of the farmers. PM Kisan, not even 1/4 of the eligible farmers got benefit from PM Kisan. That was a report given by government itself. Not even 1/4 of the farmers who are entitled to get benefit from PM Kisan did not get it. Even that you have to understand. And the last thing, not a bloodless option for India. Not a bloodless option for India. So this kindly, a cyber attack may not prove to be feasible retaliatory measure for strategists in New Delhi. Kindly read about this. US, Iran and India, all these things, just read.